go sort of out like this. Try to keep good position here. Your elbow, keep it strong. And then you pull in like this. Turn the boat. That's actually something I've been working on a lot this year, is keeping really good body position. When I was younger, I had a tendency to go more like this. That's not nearly as strong as this because you use more of your arm muscles this way. The next thing I'll show is how you might see a canoe do this on screen. Canoes, as you know, only have the one blade. They don't have the two blades like a kayak. So I'll show you what they might do, which is called a cross draw. So what the cross draw is, so they only have one side. So if you imagine this blade's not here, they're holding it like this. So sometimes they gotta cross over their bow. And same with if you're a lefty, it's like this. And I think it's important to notice because I think the class of C1 women is well on its way to growing and becoming a more full-blown class. Certainly in support of that. I haven't myself done too much C1, but I think that it's really cool that we're finally becoming more gender equal sport. So I thought it would be important to include that. We can move the gates around to change the course. So even though it's the same channel, we can do a different course every time. Primarily based around technique. I think that I've been pretty good about strength training in the past, but what are most important to me this year are really good strokes, vertical strokes, really getting the most out of everything. As my first coach used to say, lean forward and reach forward. I think that's really still important to me. And then also I tend to cut lines a little bit, and what I mean by that is I don't give myself enough space around the poles from time to time. So I think what I would really like to do is carry my speed really efficiently, take nice lines nicely around the gates. And then also, I think the biggest thing is to be natural when I'm racing, because I think last year I tried to take on this analytical side, and I just really need to trust myself. And after almost 10 years of paddling, not necessarily slalom, I've been paddling slalom for about 6 years, but I just need to be able to trust myself that I know how to do a lot of this more basic stuff, and then really focus my energy on being the best athlete I can be. A question that I often get is, why kayaking? Especially people who know me well know that I play a lot of other sports, field hockey, lacrosse, track, swimming, pretty much been a lifetime athlete, I guess you could say. And I guess the reason is because it's not something that everyone does, and I think it's a sport that's individual, but it's not sort of one versus one, it's sort of person versus the clock. And I think that's a really good way to self-challenge, and I try to do that in a lot of different aspects, but especially in sport, I think there's something special about pushing yourself and working as hard as you can, and really learning as much as you can. We do still have a team, and I think we're working on creating that team dynamic, and that's something that I really love. I still do play field hockey on the side at my college, but I think the self-challenge. Just want to say thank you to USA Canoe Kayak for encouraging me to do this project, and also my cousin Chelsea for helping me with the videotaping. And I will hopefully keep updating this more and more, especially as I travel. And also, please continue to read the blog on USA Canoe Kayak's website, which is usac.org. And thank you!